Hello and welcome to the Black-Hearted Oracle. Now before we get started, I'd like to thank Mother Sustainer, Father Creator, and of course my beautiful ancestors. Now, this is a general reading for, what am I doing? Taurus. Okay, Taurus, we'll get into it. We have your opening guidance. We have your state of mind, which is confidence and the world. For your love life and romance, we have calling in your soulmate. Your prayers and affirmations and visualizations help bring you two together. And we have number 8, Grumpy Red Fairy, be true to yourself. We have, for your intentions, we have miracle and look at the bigger picture, full moon in Sagittarius. We have forgiveness and believe in the impossible, the blue moon. Your inner world is Milky Way, perspective. And your soul's yearning is white Tara, sensitivity. And it says you are becoming increasingly sensitive. Avoid harsh relationships, environments, situations, and chemicals. Now, for the protection energies that you have available to you, you have 47, the prairie dog. And it's advising you to eat lots of vegetables, get closer to your family and friends. It says find a balance with friends and family and community and many social experiences. And this is your closing guidance. But at the bottom here is your emotions that you'll be dealing with for the time frame. And it says Atlantis, rapid development, excellence, and success. Soul cage, escape, rescue, escape from captivity and restriction. Then we have the park, we have the ring, we have the heart, and we have the boat. So, wow. Let's see what this reading is looking like, because it's looking pretty good to me. But then again, you start clarifying and the truth comes out. Okay, so the confidence card speaks of your confidence being what will get you to where you need to be, and that if your confidence has been knocked, that it's time for you to make the adjustments. All right? And the world is just like the world card in the tarot. It's telling you like a change of cycle, you know, and with the lilies floating in the pond, it's also showing you that whatever cycle you're coming out of has now brought you to a place of healing and fulfillment, and whatever drudgery you've been through, that is what is strengthening you and making you the person that you are. Because if you notice, the person in this world card is like the hermit. Like he's dressed as though the hermit. So now this hermit has come to the end of his seeking, you know, and his faith and hope is restored. And he's looking at the world as about to start a new journey. Okay, so why is the oh no, sorry. I always do this. Totally forget about the opening guidance. Okay, sorry. It's focus. The tents are rocking. It says, life is like a divine dance to the music we hear and make. Fast, erotic drum beats segue to soothing, erotic darkness with bells. Stop and listen to the music, not of the ear, but of the heart. The practice of the true musician. How does your heart describe you as its host? Are you a true dreamer whose light shines through the weavings of existence? Or are you a magnificent wild horse tethered to a merry-go-round? Be your heart and let it tell you who you are. Waves of music linger and echoes around you. Mount your wind horse and gallop from your heart through your arms and fingers. Beyond all tethers into the freedom of creation. Heed the eagle's call on high. So yeah, it's pretty much telling you right now with these 3 cards that you're at a point where it's time for you to focus on your true heart desires. Find the confidence to put yourself out there to get exactly what you're deserving, because it's time for a new cycle. Okay? Why is confidence here for Taurus? Why is confidence here for Taurus? Russia. The Emperor. Yeah. So you're going to need your confidence in order to step into your Emperor stance, you know, of being organized and logic, you know, structured and disciplined. To become a true leader, you can't do that without the confidence to know where you're going. Why is the World card here? And one thing I want to point out with these readings is that a lot of major arcanas come out. I mean, a lot. I know I pretty much used the whole deck, but it's still a lot. The World card. Why is the World card here? Knight of Fire. Yeah. Sudden events that need immediate attention. Time is of the essence. Think things through carefully. Yeah. So an ending of a cycle is fast approaching. And you're going to have to think on your feet. You know, you're going to, again, with the confidence, you have to be self-assured that you're making the right decisions on moving forward. Why is calling in your soulmate here? Why is calling in your soulmate here for Taurus? Because, I mean, it seems as though you're very dissatisfied with some level of your life, and I'm taking this to be your love life. And right now is a time where it's time to be the grumpy red fairy. And I don't mean like if you're not somebody who is grumpy that you should start being grumpy. No, what I'm saying is if you are somebody who's bubbly and happy, then be bubbly and happy. But if you're not, and you're a person who sits more somber, then do that. You know, be true to yourself. To thy own self be true, right? Why is calling in your soulmate here for Taurus? Why is calling in your soulmate here for Taurus? Thank you. The King of Fire. Yeah. So you're focused. You're not wanting anything in your life that is not in the highest vibration of a true bond. You don't want any soul ties to karmics. You don't want any person who is descending on the energy scopes. Like you don't want somebody who is going down instead of going up. Like you want somebody who's high vibrational. You know, and you're focused right now and you're communicating this vision to be a leader. You know, because you have to be charismatic. You want someone who's charismatic, who's motivational, who's idealistic and ambitious. And that's what you're waiting on. You're waiting for somebody who is full of passion for life and for yourself and for you and themselves. Why is the grumpy red fairy here? Why is the grumpy red fairy here for Tauruses? Yeah. Maybe someone was juggling you or viewed you as an opportunity, you know, and they were a person who would just juggle people as opportunities or as resources. And you're sick of that. So now, you know, you're no longer for that. Or if that's not the case, then maybe you're tired of juggling and not getting exactly what you want out of all the options that you have. Yeah, see? So as long as you've been juggling or that person has been juggling, there's been no fruits coming out of this situation. So it's caused you to have a feeling of not wanting to wear a facade anymore. Like if I planted my seeds and I can't see them spring, what's going on? Even though I'm watering and I'm nurturing them, you know, a fruitful land produces fruit. Why is the miracle card here? What is this miracle that Taurus has in her intention? Okay. Well, this card upright is generous, professional, responsible, and practical, a successful time. So that's what you're looking for. You're looking for some form of assistance, you know, one that doesn't even come from your physical exertions, but you're looking for a form of miracle that'll help you turn this right side up to where you are the king of earth, you know, and that is in your suit. Why does Taurus need to look at the bigger picture? Why does Taurus need to look at the bigger picture? Why does Taurus need to look at the bigger picture? Why does Taurus need to look at the bigger picture? Okay. So this is someone who's intuitive, sensitive, artistic, and friendly. Because right now, whatever apology is coming in, you don't want it. You don't want it. You know? As I said, you're trying to end this cycle and reclaim your power. And maybe this person that's trying to come back into your life, because this is a new person and it's reversed, so I'm taking it that this is somebody coming back to offer an apology. You've been down this road before and you see that it's not prosperous. And we know Tauruses like to be comfortable in their abundance. Why is the Milky Way perspective here? Oh, all your cards are coming up. Yeah. So it's saying that you should look at things differently. Like whatever was binding you and holding you, you know, these devil energies, look at it differently. Change your perspective on it, and then you could see that the shackles will fall off. You know, I have affirmation on my mirror when I sit and do these readings, and what it says, don't feed the monsters with your energy. So that's exactly what it's saying. Change your perspective here and realize that you don't really have to go through what you perceive to want to go through, right? Why is the forgiveness card here for Taurus? Why is the forgiveness card here? Okay. Yeah. So you're waiting on your ships to come in, but while you're doing so, again, with the Seven of Earth, offer up forgiveness in order to free up energies. Like people think when you forgive someone, you're doing it for them. You're not. Forgiving is a selfish act to me. Like forgiveness is a very selfish act because you're doing it to free up your own energy. Yeah, it might help the other person, but that's a byproduct. The greatest person that it helps is yourself. Why is the forgiveness card here with the Three of Fire? Oh, okay. Flip. Okay. So if you were in a union, you know, or this is a business venture, or this is some form of governmental organization that you're still waiting on and it's causing resentment, then it's telling you not to do that to yourself. It's urging you to, you know, be wise. Forgive whatever situation this is and move on. And if you're the person who is in need of forgiveness, it's telling you to wait on the ships to come in for that, because maybe the person is super hurt and they're unable to forgive you at this point. And seek solace in traditional viewpoints and methods. Right? Why is believe in the impossible here for Taurus? Why is believe in the impossible here for Taurus? Two of Air. Okay, so you're stuck. You're stuck at a place where you want to believe in the impossible, but then again, you know, what has happened so great so far that's causing you to be unable to believe in the impossible? Okay, what is this decision? Two cards, please. For Taurus, believe in the impossible. Two cards, please. One, two. Oh, both of them are reversed. Oh. Yeah, wow. So you honestly are having a hard time in believing that you can have a new start, you know, and that you could go through the necessary healing. But if it is because you're using harsh chemicals, or you're in a negative situation with this devil up here, you know, and the Knight of Wands over here, it's telling you like you're being unable or unwilling to make a decision is causing a stalemate in your life, because you're pretending that there's no problem, because you're unable to see the bigger picture and to believe in the impossible. So it's like you're really going to have to detox, whether it's what you're eating, what you're drinking, what you're consuming, and not just what you're consuming in the sense of internally taking into your body, but visually. you know, what you're absorbing, what energies are around you. You know, and it's urging you to do away with these things, because you're becoming increasingly more sensitive. And once we become more sensitive, if we're stuck in the old patterns, our energy drains so much faster and our manifestations are stalled. Okay. Yeah. See, something is going to happen with whatever situation this is over here, because the life experience card did fall on it, but I was dealing with the white Taurus. So because you're becoming more sensitive, it's either that you're going to create a moment in your life. I mean, well, you have the tower times two, because Atlantis to me also represents the tower because of how suddenly it was destroyed. You know, so it's telling you, like, you're going to have to be careful of what you are consuming, who you're around, the environments that you go to, because something is going to happen with this. Let's figure this out. What is this life experience? And you have 3 major arcanas back to back. What is this life experience that Taurus will be going through within this time frame? What is this life experience? 2. Okay. Yeah, you're going to be missing an opportunity for abundance. Yeah, because you're going to release something. A Lovers. Wow, okay. What causes Taurus to miss this opportunity for a Ten of Earth situation? What causes Tauruses to miss this opportunity for a Ten of Earth situation? Because you're bored. Like, you're bored. Like, you know, you're not being true to yourself. So if you're in a marriage or in a long-term situation, common law situation, and it's not causing you to heal, you're not feeling like there's anything new happening, you don't feel it's abundant, but it, I mean, maybe it's not abundant in the passion that you want, you know? And it's telling you, again, to open your eyes and see the possibilities that are around you, because you're becoming sensitive, so you can notice these things. Why is the prairie dog the protection energies for Taurus for this one, for this time frame? Okay, thank you. Yeah. Well, your friends and family are going to allow you to see the truth. You're going to get some truth for them or from them. You know, because sometimes we're in a situation and we can't fully see it, but those on the outside, they have a different perspective. What is this truth? You know, or maybe it's that you'll be going back to your roots. Okay. Well, this is events moving at a fast pace. Delays are over. Many things happening at once. So no, you're just going to get this one message, I guess. Because these are messages going back and forth. Elaborate. Yeah. Yeah. So defend your beliefs and your decisions. Stand your ground. Choose your battles wisely. Exactly. You're not going to be sending out any messages because you've received a truth that has allowed you now to focus mostly on your own passion. Why is this Atlantis card here for Taurus and their emotions? 6 of Fire. Yeah, suddenly something's going to happen and it's going to spark something in you and you're going to want to move away, like quickly. You're going to want to get away. Why is this Soul Cage Rescue here for Tauruses? What is this Soul Cage Rescue here for Tauruses? Why is this Soul Cage Rescue here for Tauruses? 5 of Earth. Yeah. You're going to be able to be rescued from this restriction by moving away to calmer waters. By realizing that you've become sensitive, overly sensitive to whatever environment you've been in, and allowing the tower to fall. You know? Because, yeah. Because as you can see here, the tower is the same one that's here. So it's telling you that, you know, whatever is happening over here due to your sensitivity, it's the same thing that's going to allow you to free yourself from this lack mentality and this lack situation that you've been in. Why is the park here? Why is the park here? Why is the park here for Taurus? Okay. Yeah. So the park is normally a good card. And it still is a good card, because what it's saying is that even though your heart may be broken, you know, and whatever this situation is that's causing you to move on from feeling left out in the cold, and your heart is broken over this, just continue to move forward. Like, spend some time with your friends and your family. Start going out, go to some social engagements, you know, find other ways to keep your mind off of the heartbreak. That's pretty much what this card is saying. Because there's going to be a time of great sadness, and you need to take time to heal, you know, and you need to forgive, you know, forgive yourself and others for whatever, however long you stayed in a situation. Maybe something is maybe it's something that you've already moved on from, but something now is coming up to remind you of the heartache and the pain that you have endured through this situation. But it's telling you don't get stuck in that low melancholy kind of vibe, but to go out and enjoy yourself. Start building new experiences. Why is the ring here? Why is the ring here? Yeah, exactly. See? You're cutting out whatever you were committed to. Whatever you were engaged in, you know. All I can hear is young heart, run free. Don't get caught up like my man and me. That's what I'm hearing right now. So yeah, whatever you were committed to, whatever you thought was a long-term blissful moment, you know, you're no longer there. You're at a point where you're done. Oh man, I thought it was going to be a good reading. It is a good reading though. Why is the heart here? Why is the heart here for Tauruses? Why is the heart here for Tauruses? Because, I mean, you've always thought that the person you were going to be with was going to be forever and for long term. Because the swans, they mate for life. You know? Why is the heart here for Tauruses? Yeah, the world. You're looking for someone else. Remember, you're been told that you're calling in your soulmate. You know, the king of fire. So if it's a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, that's what you're looking for. You're looking to call someone else in. It's like you're wanting a long-term commitment. You want to move away from this Knight of Wands who has so many options that never turn out to be anything worthy. You know, because if you're juggling upside down, you're always dropping balls, right? You can never see the fulfillment of what you've worked on because they don't water enough. And you're going to forgive this person for destroying this unity that you guys had. You know, you're going to forgive them for just making you sit there and wait on your ships to come in when they knew that it was absolutely no productivity within this, because there was no healing and there was no chasing your dreams. You were just stuck in a stalemate. Excuse me. Oh, okay. There's many times that this cycle wanted to close out. You know, the world is here again. But now you're having the opportunity to truly close out this cycle and move on. You know, to take a trip, to go on a journey, whether this be of self-discovery or just reclaiming your life. Why is the boat here? Why is the ship here? Thank you. Yeah, 3 of water. You want to move to happier times. Times where you can truly celebrate. Can I get more on the ship with the 3 of water, please? Can I get more on the ship with the 3 of water, please? Thank you. Yeah, Page of Air. It's challenging information, delays, a change of plans, truth delivered without tact. So this is somebody who's really coming for your neck. This is somebody who's very immature with their words. And they're going to cause a lot of problems. because you're wanting to be happier. Oh, I'm just thinking that I want you to be happier. Lately, I've been thinking. Okay, is there anything else you'd like to tell Taurus before we go? If so, 7 cards, please. Thank you. 5 more cards, please, for the messages for Taurus before we go. 4 more cards, please, for the messages of Taurus before we go. 4 more cards, please. Thank you. 3 more cards, please. 2 more cards. 2 more cards, please. 1 more. 1 more card, please. Thank you. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So what it's saying is that you need to do some research, right? You need to figure out what it is that you want to invest in and put your strength behind that in order to gain the stability that you're looking for. Because you have happy times coming, but you haven't made the decision yet. Because remember that you're at a stalemate right now. You haven't made the proper choices, right? And it's saying to open your heart and mind to those around you. Trustworthy and heartfelt advice is what you're needing right now. And maybe when you receive this, you'll be able to regain your strength and come out of the confusion, right? Because you're going to have to speak your mind with confidence to get yourself out of this. And you need to balance your mental and emotion considerations. Because you're not going to be able to get to your 10 of water that you're looking for. You have to find balance. You have to make this choice to get over this hard backstabbing and betrayal through forgiveness. You know, take the time to rest. Think about what you could put your efforts in that's an equal give and take, and get out of your head of this nightmare situation, you know, this low melancholy vibe that I'm feeling right now. Focus more on falling in love with something that's deeper and stronger for yourself. Seek your passions first, though, so that you can be this Knight of Earth, this 9 of Earth, which is somebody who is enjoying life's little luxuries, spending quiet time alone, successful self-employment. So they're more focused on their passions and not focused on lovers. I mean, the lovers is all good and well, but unless we are fully, have fully actualized our higher self, then we're not able to move on to where we truly need to be. You know? And it's, don't give up. Protect that which you've created. Whatever it is that you're in love with, because right now this to me is not a relationship, but it's whatever you're going to go into, right? And you're going to have to spread your wings. And don't underestimate yourself, and walk away from whatever contention so that you can get the renewal which you need, and the victory and your wish fulfillment from whatever sneaky situations that you got the truth about and that had you in the illusion of being stuck, right? Because this news of an exciting new endeavor is going to allow you to drop your burdens and this crying over spilled milk and seek the justice that you want by being compassionate to yourself and releasing whatever you're holding on to so that you can get to this new opportunity, right? And what you don't realize is that once you release these things that you're holding on to and seek after your own personal opportunity, what's hidden from you is that you'll boldly move forward with you being the creator of your life, who does the necessary healing and is drinking from your own cup. And we could go on and on, because the rest of it is like, look, you know what I mean? From here to there to here to there to here to the wheel turning. All right, so closing guidance. Trust, number 7. It says, in love, there must be trust. Without trust, there is no love. Jealousy is an illness of the mind and heart. Trust lives in the lodges of your innocence. Hayoka is a warrior of the Native American tradition who goes into battle backwards on his horse with a broken lance, knowing that the Great Spirit will protect him. It is this kind of trust that you need. The imbalanced aspects of patriarchal history resides like stone carvings within each of us. Welcome the new aspects of feminine power to your being, even though they may seem foreign. Trust in the ways of the divine power and the Great Spirit. Know that you are made of this divine power and live with trust in your heart. Yeah. So you're about to start a new journey, and you just need to have the trust, the focus, and the faith that it's going to turn out beautifully. Okay. Well, Taurus, I thank you so much for coming to the Black-Hearted Oracle. I pray these messages found you well, and I hope that you find your higher self in the quiet places, and may Ma'at hold you in her loving grace. Ashe.